Hey guys, Kerry Knoll here with you again, and thank you so much for tuning in as always. Today I want to cover a brand new engine in the Marketing Engines AI lineup called the AI Voice Receptionist engine. This is a sub-account in which I've developed and built this engine out, and what we're at right now is the AI agents section of the sub-account where you can see the agent list, and the agent list shows you two agents. We got Samantha, the agency receptionist, and we have Sarah, the agency demo. Now, what's amazing and really makes this work and work for you to make sales is the agency demo, right? The agency demo allows anyone to call a number that's associated with this voice AI agent, and then basically the agent will ask you what your business name is and what type of business you have, etc. And then it'll say if you're ready to go forward with a demo, you just confirm, and then when you confirm that you're ready to go on with the demo, Sarah will basically answer the phone as if she's working for your business in any industry or niche, and then answer any questions that you may have regarding that particular industry or niche for that particular business, right? And that's where the real power comes in and why it's so awesome. And if you have never tried this before, I highly suggest you do, and you can do so by literally heading on over to my website at vegastechgroup.com, where you see this at the top right here. It says try our new AI receptionist demo. Call, and then there's a phone number there, 702-842-0997. And it says, don't worry, this isn't a sales call and you won't talk to any humans, so don't worry about that. This isn't some sort of sneaky way to get you onto a sales pitch or anything by any means. This is just to allow you to have a chance to see what I'm talking about when it comes to our voice AI receptionist and how it can work in just about any industry or niche. And I think you'll be blown away by the results once you speak to Sarah. So give that number a call and try that out. And when you do, you'll see why you can just basically hand that number off to any prospective customer, client, or whatever the case may be, and it will basically close sales on your behalf for you simply by blowing away the prospect expectations, right? They're going to listen to that. They're going to be amazed by how powerful it can be for their business and how professional it works and how smooth it works, and they're going to think, wow, I really want this in my business, and so therefore you don't have to do a lot of closing to make this sale. It should sell itself at the end of the day. All right, so then if I go back here, you saw the second one here, the agency receptionist. This is the one that's more tailor-made to work within your own agency if you want to have it just pick up the phone and answer questions regarding the products and services that you provide in your own agency for potential clients, right, that want to call and talk to somebody at your agency. So what you can do is use both of these, because you can get multiple numbers at high level. If you didn't know that, that's a possibility. And you can then have one number associated to the agency demo and hand that out on business cards or flyers or post it on your website like I have done so on mine. And then you can also have a secondary number, or maybe that's the primary number, associated with the actual agency receptionist. And that can be the number that's more or less forward-facing, that's sitting on your website for businesses to call when they visit your website. And then you can have this on there as well and explain that this is just for the voice AI receptionist demo. Or again, it could be non-existent on the website and just behind the scenes type thing that you only provide through cold email or on a business card, as I previously mentioned, or when you send an email to a warm prospect, you say, hey, check out my new voice AI receptionist demo, call this number, you'll be blown away, etc., etc. So that's something you can definitely and should be taking advantage of. And again, all this is included 100% free within my AI Agency Insiders membership for just $99.99 per month. And the best part is I set this all up for you, even though it's not terribly difficult to set up because most of the work's been done for you. but you don't have to lift a finger, and I will make it 100% operational and build out a website similar to VegasTechGroup.com for you, as well as part of my amazing offer where I want you to be as successful as possible with AI and offering it as an agency owner to local small businesses. So what else is involved with this particular engine? Well, I'm glad you asked. So under this tab here, we have the automation section, we have the workflow list, and so we have these 3 workflows. And basically we have an immediate follow-up via text, an immediate send a calendar link through email, and then also a send a calendar link through text, because at the end of the day, our voice AI receptionist demo is trying to get them to basically book a call with you, whether that is a phone call or like a Zoom meeting or a Google Meet or something along those lines, to discuss getting them set up and started using the voice AI receptionist on their own website through their own business, etc. Okay, so we also wanted to show you just a little bit of behind the scenes with the custom values. So I'm going to go down to settings, into custom values, and then we're going to see these values here. There's actually a folder called the AI Voice Receptionist Engine, right, by Kerry, Knoll, marketingengesai.com, that keep these values organized. But I always do some sort of naming convention to help stand the individual custom values out from others, specifically since we do so many different engines. In this case, VRE for Voice Receptionist Engine. We have the business name, so this would be your business name. Put whatever you want into that. The calendar link, we get the permanent calendar link from the calendar we want to be sent out to prospects who we want to get booked onto our calendar for meetings, whether that's or calls or whatever it is that however you're taking those meetings, and making sure that you're able to do that. And then we have the VRE from email. So this is whatever email address is the primary domain that's associated to your dedicated sending domain that's associated to your sub account. We have the from name, so that's usually just going to be either your first name and last name, or it can even be the business name. We have the VRE monthly fee. So what are you charging per month? Because the voice AI receptionist will let them know how much this costs for them to get started, or what it's going to cost for them to pay for the service ongoing. In this case, the monthly fee is $4.99 here. And then the setup fee is a $15 one-time setup fee to get it all set up for them and customized to their business. And then we have the VRE your name. So this is your name, full name. For sure, you want to put your full name in your name. The from name, again, can be just about anything you want it to be. So those are the 7 custom values that are associated with this voice AI. And this is all used within the prompts that allow you to quickly and easily set this up for your own business. So you just come in here and add this information, and then you just get a phone number associated to the actual voice agent. So if I go back to voice AI agents here and I click into the agent list and I go into the agency demo, I'm just going to go to phone and availability, and then I would select the phone number from the drop down here if I have a phone number in that account. If you don't have one yet, it'll look just like this. There'll be no data and you won't be able to select one, so you must get a phone number first. Now, the good news is you don't have to do the A2P 10DLC registration process to use a high-level lead connector / Twilio phone number with the voice AI agent. You can just get a number and you can just start using it for this without having to worry about going through that process. However, that process has become a lot quicker, a lot easier to complete, and typically isn't all that difficult nowadays anyway. And the benefit is once you have your A2P 10DLC dialed in and approved and everything is hunky-dory, so to speak, then you can also send out text messages. And until you do that, you cannot send out text messages. So just be aware of that. And then in this particular agent, under agent goals, once we have everything down here, it says during the call, we send the calendar link via email. So again, we don't have to have text messaging capabilities if we're going to send the calendar link via email. So it triggers that workflow. And then after the call 2 here, we just have this extracting the email, extracting the first name from the actual call, so we can get that information, so we can send that email with our booking link to them, right? So that's how that all works. Just wanted to share with you a little bit about that. So if I click back out of here again, we come into the other one, the agency receptionist. This one's more cut and dry. This one's a little bit more cookie cutter. And if we go to agent goals, the bottom line is we're doing the same thing. We're sending a link via email at the end, but it's more or less going to, the focus is just to answer questions regarding the business overall. And of course, at this point, we do want to get them booked to a meeting or a phone call or something to hopefully close them on some sort of product or service that your agency does offer. Again, if you land here and you don't see your agents, make sure you click over to agent list, and that's where you're going to see your 2 different agents and their availability. All right, so that pretty much concludes today's little video about the AI voice receptionist engine. If you have any questions, please let me know by leaving your comments below this video, and I'll be happy to answer them for you. In the meantime, I'd appreciate it if you'd click like and or subscribe to my channel. And if you're ready to get started with this in your own agency, simply go to the link below this video and sign up for AIAgencyInsiders.com, where you get access to this engine plus many, many more and other amazing benefits as you can read through the sales page. And I do everything for you. I set this all up on your behalf. You don't have to lift a single finger, but you can still learn all about this stuff within the training that comes with each and every one of these engines anyway. So you can do it yourself or do it for your clients, although I also offer white label client fulfillment services, completely 100% done for you, and I don't even take a cut of your profits. Everything you charge your client is 100% yours to keep. I just do all the work on the back end out of the goodness of my heart for you to be successful and make this all work. If you already have high level and you don't want to become an AI Agency Insiders member for some reason or another, which I don't know why you would not, but if that's your prerogative and you want to do it that way, you can also purchase this engine via a la carte on the sales page listed below too for a separate one-time fee, and implement it yourself and go on your merry way. So again, I appreciate each and every one of you for showing up and watching this video as always, and I hope you got some good insight and enjoyed it. And in the meantime, take a look at what I have to offer. Until then, I will talk to you real soon. Take care.